We are not here to dominate your ego, but to secure its agreement, that between us we might work together and ultimately, as the years of this transition pass, merge into a single biological, spiritual, and psychological entity, an entity that shall in no way deny the needs and concerns of either ego or spirit, but that shall in every way honor the fundamental design and purpose of both. We understand love and how it seeks to become objectified in a material universe. Your human ego understands the mechanics of the physical plane. Together we will form a single creative dyad, an entry point into which the Eternal One's universal creativity will pour, and from there flow out to thoroughly transform these realms of matter. We are coming now to help you make the shift from unconscious creature worlds of biology to conscious co-creative biology. We are here to make this great time of change as gentle as possible. Our purpose is to blend with your race, to bring you into harmony with the Creator and with the earth, to create a world that works for everyone, a world that allows for the optimal development of all creative potential. Many human beings are already consciously blending with us. Wherever human hearts are willing to honor the spirits of love, we descend, we incarnate, we complete the human creation. During the age when fear was enthroned as the god at the source of human motivation, our incarnations only rarely occurred. Most of us, your symbiotic counterparts, the missing pieces that are needed to make you fully human, flew to the gentler non-physical realms of higher vibration, fluttering away as birds might fly, startled at the thrashing of some loud and ignorant creature, only now to return, to approach you again under more favorable conditions. But even during the darkest times, those of one particular light circle, my own, would fly close, to influence, to inspire, to blend where we could. You have heard rumors of our presence, teachers, healers, wise ones here and there. Listen now, you of this present world, to the tale of one who once walked upon your plains. Next chapter, White Buffalo Cow Woman. She came from the stars. To many tribes she came, though each knew her by a different name. You might see her now as two young Sioux Indians first saw her, walking barefoot like a vision across the low rolling hills of the prairie. They had climbed to the top of one such hill, looking for game, for some sign of movement on the broad rolling sea of grasses. Far away they saw a dot upon the horizon. They watched it carefully. By the time it disappeared behind the hill before them, they were almost certain it was human. With bated breath they waited. At last, upon the crest of the hill, a young woman appeared, wearing a beautiful white buckskin dress, decorated with dark porcupine quills. At her side she carried a skin pouch. An eagle feather woven into her long braided black hair caught the light of the early afternoon. Remarking upon her extraordinary beauty, the first of the warrior braves exclaimed how he would like to couple with her there in the sun-warmed prairie grass. "Put aside such thoughts," spoke the other brave. "This is a sacred woman. A vision, perhaps, certainly not one to be approached in that manner." But to his surprise, the woman in white buckskin smiled at the lusty warrior and said to him, "Come to me, you shall have what you desire." And so the second brave was left standing alone on the prairie, watching as his brother walked off, apparently enjoying the mysterious woman in the swirling cloud of dust that for a while hid them both from sight. When the dust had settled enough to see, there was the woman, bringing slowly together the stitches of her dress. At her feet, partially decomposed, lay a corpse, alive with worms, beetles, and a cloud of hungry flies. Then White Buffalo Calf Woman, who was the form in which the Great Spirit had come to teach the people of the plains, spoke to the young brave who now remained alone, and said, "A man who looks first to a woman's outer beauty will never know her beauty divine, for there is dust upon his eyes, and he is as good as blind. But a man who sees in a woman the spirit of the Great One, and who sees her beauty first in spirit and in truth, that man will know God in that woman, and should she choose to lie with him, he will share with her in enjoyment more fully than the former ever could, and all will be as it should. You, when you looked upon me, were not blind to my beauty, but your first thoughts were, 'Who is she, this beautiful woman? What is it that makes her countenance glow so in the afternoon sun? What thoughts are those that dance behind her eyes? From what land does she come? With what tidings?' And so, my young friend, have no fear. You, too, shall have what you desire. You and your friends symbolize two paths that the men of a tribe can take. If you seek first the sacred vision of the Great Spirit, you will see as the Creator sees, and in that seeing you will find that what you need from the earth will come readily into your hands. But if you seek first to secure your earthly desires and forget the Spirit, you will die inside. In olden days, most of the men took your path, but in this age, many men are now going the path of your fallen brother. What you saw in the cloud was a speeded-up lifetime. Your brother lived many years in those moments, while you saw only a swirl of dust. It was not so bad for him as you might imagine. He lived a life that many in this forgetful age would even see as a good one. But he was ruled ever by his passions. In the end his body turned to dust, for all his thoughts were dust. He had forgotten not only the Great Spirit, but his own spirit as well. He contributed nothing of meaning to me, to womankind, or to the people of the plains." Then the young hunter asked the woman who she was. With eyes black as the midnight pools between the stars, she looked steadily at him for a moment, as if her gaze alone gave obvious answer. "I am the Spirit of Truth," she replied at last. "Your people know me as the mother of the old ones, but as you can see for yourself, I am not so old as all that. I am no older than any stalk of grass waving in the wind, or any prairie flower. I am the great mother who lives inside every mother, the girl who plays in every sister child. I am the face of the Great Spirit your people have forgotten. I have come to talk to the nations of the plains. Go before me to your village. Tell your chief to prepare a generous tepee that will accommodate all the people of your camp. I will be there shortly. I have some things to teach you, sacred things that your tribe has forgotten." In awe and excitement the young hunter ran back to his people and told his chief of all he had seen. Now the chief of this young man's tribe was named Standing Hollowhorn, a name that no chief would have had in healthier days, for it well symbolized the hollowness and bravado that by this time had come to typify all too many men of the plains. Yet Standing Hollowhorn was not a thoughtless or an evil man. After hearing the young man's tale, he set to work along with others to build a great tepee of many skins in which the people of the camp could gather, for the weather that early in the year was often wild and stormy in the evenings, and Standing Hollowhorn would not have the people distracted from the teachings of one whom he suspected might well be the Mother of Stars.